We want to talk more about this major pattern change and what we see. Oftentimes, we talk about forecasts. We look 7 to 10 days out. We're looking at the big scale pattern. What's going on with the globe? How does this affect us beyond that forecast, that 7-day to 10-day forecast? Let's begin with the polar vortex, and we've been talking about this often, and you hear about this really a lot this winter. Oh, we've got the polar air coming in. We've got this Arctic air mass coming in. What does that mean, and why are we experiencing it so much? Well, let's begin with the polar vortex. Basically, right now, we're dealing with an elongated polar vortex rather than a nice circular vortex. If we had a nice circular vortex, everything would be bottled up as far as cold air well up into the north. Melanie, with this elongated polar vortex, you got basically like lobes, and those lobes shift around the globe, and one of them is just shifting right over the northeast right now. Let's take a 3D perspective. Isn't this so cool? I love this. So as we look to the 17th, the main lobe, because it can't not only be elongated and shift as far as the way that it looks, the overall look of it, it can actually move as well. And as we look long range, it will shift closer to Asia, but a little piece of it wants to stay over North America. So that gives us a chunk of us dealing with some colder air across North America,
it's almost like you have the refrigerator door and you have that sealant, and once that sealant moves, it allows more of that air to intrude down.
It's so true. And in this case, we're moving the refrigerator from one side of the kitchen to the other.
Right.
We're going to open the door.
It's hard work over here.
It's a lot of work, I'm telling you what. So let's talk about two teleconnections. Teleconnection number one, the Arctic oscillation. So when we've got this going on, we're going to break down two scenarios, right? Arctic oscillation, it's the ring of wind circling the North Pole. They can strengthen or weaken. When they're nice and tight, they hold all the cold air up there. They weaken, things change. This is interesting. Positive phase, warmer U.S., negative phase, colder U.S., and it depends on the portion of the United States you're in. So let's break that down too.
Right. It's not just, this is just one piece to the puzzle. You always have to interact it with another piece to the puzzle.
All connected, right?
Yes.
When you talk about it, big scale. So when we look at the negative phase here, we've been observed, and the forecast keeps it in that negative phase at least until about the 17th, and then it goes into the positive phase. You're like, all right, well, this graph says a lot. What specifically does this mean once we switch to that phase? Well, the positive phase, cold air gets trapped up to the north. Once we start to see things shift, well, guess what? The cold air starts to shift. Second part of this is the jet that we watched, the North Pacific pattern, opening up for the West Coast.
Right, and then that looks at the movement of the jet through the Pacific.
Right.
And then that could open the storm door for the Pacific, and that looks like it's exactly what it is going to do.
And you think about that, you have to watch what happens out west, because what happens west
affects us all the way on the East Coast.
Exactly. So here's another thing I wanted to point out. So the positive phase means usually warm out west, cold on the east side, and we've been dealing with this. The negative phase, we switch everything, flip it around. Now we're cold out west, and I know those of you on the West Coast have been watching beautiful weather. Well, guess what? It means you will cool down, and the East Coast saying, finally, give me some of that negative phase. Give me some of that warmer air.
We're rooting for a negative phase, right? We deserve a little bit of a thaw and a warm up. Right.
Oh, man. Okay, so here's the pattern here, positive phase, and then we'll start to see that dip in the jet. So that will open things up for the Pacific. This is always interesting.
I was looking at models this morning. It is quite a nice change. You and I both worked on the West Coast.
Yes.
This is something you root for in winter, when you just see that storm door that's open, and it is just storm after storm, and it is adding to the snowpack.
We both work, when we say west, the storm doors are open, you know that we're coming from the West Coast for sure. So when you think about the jet stream as well, think of the cold air bottled up on the northern side, the warmer air on the southern side, right? Well, look what happens when the shift happens. The warmer air bottled up on the southern side starts to move over to this side, and then we open up the door, to your point, to the cold air and storms that can come in one after the other. This is a major change, and oftentimes it affects the northern tier as well. But having said that, you wanted that negative phase, East Coast, get some warmer weather. You get it.
Very likely above average temperatures, and that's pretty much through the middle part of February, if not towards the end of the month.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
West Coast finally gets a break in a little bit of winter.